Did you know that you can enter a sole data entry only listing in the MLS? That's the ability to retroactively record a transaction for your records and so the data is available in the MLS. This is also known as an SDEO listing. So here are some scenarios. Let's say that you wanted to record a sale of a for sale by owner property where you brought the buyer, or maybe you wanted to record a sale of a new construction home where you brought the buyer. Or maybe you facilitated a transaction outside of the Stellar MLS coverage area. Now, in these scenarios, there is no listing agent, but you still brought the buyer, so you want to record your side of the transaction. Why is this important? Well, this makes sure that all of the transactions are recorded. This can help with future marketing. Also, appraisers rely heavily on this data for more accurate reports. And these recorded properties can be used as comparables for future CMAs. Let's go ahead and take a look at how to enter a sold data entry only listing. Okay, to enter a sold data entry only listing, I've already logged in here at StellarMLS.com. I'm looking at my dashboard and I'm going to go ahead and go into Matrix. Now, when I go into Matrix, I'm going to look at the top for the Add Edit tab right here, Add Edit, just like I was putting in a normal listing. And when I click on it, I'll go ahead and add a new listing right here, add a new listing. And when I click on Add New, I'm going to choose below where I would normally put in my listings the specific sold data entry only listings, or once again, the SDEO listings. Now, this is going to follow the normal listing process, just like you were putting in a normal listing. However, there will be less required fields because you're just recording this transaction. So I can go through the process. Let's say I was putting in a residential listing. I can fill from realist tax and populate the information about this property based on the public records if I wanted to, and then go through that whole process and finish up my listing. Other than that, the whole process is the same as far as entering your listing. Okay, a couple things to remember about putting in a SDEO listing. These must be recorded within 30 days of the transaction closing. Now, listing entry has less required fields, but it still requires at least one photo. Now, in the case of this listing, there is going to be no listing agent. So you're going to use the generic code of 123456789 for the listing agent MLS ID. And then you will put in your MLS ID as the selling agent. A very common question we get is, when would Stellar add a listing agent to a sold data entry only? Well, there are a couple scenarios here. If the listing is an optional listing type, like a listing of an agent's personally owned home, that's okay. Or if the listing agent filed an office exclusive exclusion for the property with Stellar MLS at the time the listing agreement was originally signed. Thank you for watching this video. If you ever need any assistance with sold data entry only, please do not hesitate to contact us. Until next time, stay stellar.